Here's our minute for mission.
Here I am missing all of you guys from FSA. Due to COVID-19, we will not be hosting the White Squirrel Golf Tournament this year. Instead, we're doing an online version of it. We're going to ask you to donate the amount you would normally spend at the tournament. Your proceeds will go to Aluco, Los Quinchos, Rotham, and St. Paul's. Please help us raise $7,500.
Friends, welcome to Camping Sunday. I'm coming from my laneway where we are camping, the best that we can do during COVID-19. Camping is about being outside, being in nature, being surrounded by the birds that sing, the sun that shines, and all of creation. And so today we gather to support United Church Camps and all that they are offering for our young people. We gather here in hope to come and worship God. We gather here on the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe and the Attawandaron, the Huron and the Wendat peoples. Peoples for whom camping was a lifestyle. Serving and being one with creation was not something that one did on vacation for 1 week of the summer, but this was how one lived their lives, expressed their spirituality, and communed with the Creator. And so today we honor the First Peoples and we recognize and give gratitude for the stewardship of the land that they have cared for and whose stewardship is now our responsibility. And so we light this Christ candle in honor and recognition that Jesus is the light of the world and that light shines in the darkness. And also in honor and recognition of the sacred fire of our Indigenous brothers and sisters, fires for whom they gather round to seek God's wisdom, understanding, compassion, and insight. May a flame of new hope arise within you today as this light of Christ comes for one and for all.
It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you'll spread God's love to everyone. You'll want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding, the birds begin to sing, the flowers start their blooming. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you'll want to sing. It's fresh like spring. You'll want to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this happiness that I found. You can depend on God. It matters not where you're bound. I'll shout it from the mountaintop. I want the world to know the Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on. I'll shout it from the mountaintop. Hey, world! I want the world to know the Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on.
Hi, FSA. It's Riley, coming from my backyard. Please pray with me in the call to worship. I am a summer camp counselor. I believe in camp. I believe in shorts, t-shirts, and sandals. I believe in singing at the table. I believe everyone should know 5 games to play on a bus. I believe in early morning dips, even if I don't always go. I believe that if you play with children, you will stay childlike. I believe that camp makes a difference in every camper's life, as well as my own. Camp is a place that I can get away from the rush of everyday life and back to the basics. I come to camp for the campers and also for myself. Every camper is an individual, and I need to treat them as such. One method does not work with all campers. I will strive to find the balance that will help me to see each camper as an individual and help me give them each a summer of their lives. I will remember my favorite counselors and teachers. By remembering, I draw on the positives of those people to make myself into a better counselor. I am the most important person at camp to my campers. My campers will watch everything that I do and say this summer. So I want to do what is right and say what is good. Camper see, camper do. I need help, and I will not be afraid to ask for it. The staff wants to see me succeed and will help me do so, but only if I ask. Camp is camp because of the people that are there. I believe that every child should have the opportunity to attend camp at some point in their lives. Camp is good. No, camp is great. In fact, I believe that camp is the best place to be.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here with you this morning. It's Jane Dockrell. Please join me in prayer. Creator God, we hear your wilderness cry from the depth of our souls and long to answer. We seek you out in the silence and beauty of nature, in the sound of the birds, the rustling trees, the lapping water, and the crunching of branches. Our eyes and ears are open to your presence in the newness of day and the brisk air and the colors of a sunrise. Be with us in this time of storytelling and memories, guiding us along the forest edge into oneness with you. May we follow faithfully the ways of Jesus in this and all the paths of our lives, as we pray together the prayer that he taught us, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Bumblebee. Oh, it's got me!
The mission and service of the United Church of Canada supports programs for children and youth across the country, including a network of summer camps. Every year, more than 20,000 people attend United Church camps.
Oh my goodness.
The animals can be a calming influence. They're a huge part of this community. Sometimes animals can give a gift to a kid that, as people, we can't.
I think camp does an awesome job at exposing them to different things. Just from our walk down to our waterfront, they have to walk by the bridge that has the beaver dam and the frogs that are there and the water snakes that we sometimes see, or the turtle buried in it. And it does a great job at showing them the interdependence we have.
It's supposed to be that. It's a toad. He's bumpy up at the top.
Instead of just sitting and hearing about something, you get to go outside and practice it.
Throat blade tip, throat blade tip, butt rib, neck shaft, throat blade tip. That's my paddle.
3, 2, 1.
The tools we use are often the swimming and canoeing, the hard skills that we have here, but the most important gift they leave here with is the ability to succeed in their lives. If they can succeed with their swimming here, they can succeed in high school. They can succeed as parents and good people and good friends, and I think that's the most important thing that we give them. To know that they've got it within themselves to succeed.
You're in a safe place with people that love you and people that are there to look out for you, and it's an amazing experience.
If I was going to talk to a kid that's never been to camp, I would tell them how much fun we have, things we do, all the games we play.
I would say, don't be nervous, just relax, and you meet new friends and have lots of fun, and just be yourself.
It's fun to take your campers and go stargazing.
It's
was growing up, my local United Church of Canada camp was Camp Kemoki in Madoc and Tweed area. And as a youngster, it was so far away. We would have to get up early and head off to camp. And we would be so excited the whole way there, picking out our camp names for the week, imagining who it was that was going to be in our cabin, whether we'd get the top bunk or the bottom. Camping was really a part of my faith formation. In the places where God is experienced, learned about through activity, play, leadership, community building, sacred fire, opportunity to commune with the Creator in creation. A wonderful way to develop our faith. Of course, our local United Church camp here is Camp Kemoki. First St. Andrews has pledged its commitment to Camp Kemoki through their capital campaign to continue to financially support them for the next 3 years as we ensure that kids have the opportunity to experience God in nature and creation. Of course, this year, camp looks significantly different than they imagined. And so it is still an opportunity for us to learn about camp and experience how we can develop our faith through and with creation as stewards and companions on this journey of faith. And so today, Camp Kemoki brings to us a video to give us an update on what's happening at camp for the physical aspect of camp, but also what's happening this summer during this time of COVID-19. So friends, sit back and enjoy this update from our United Church camp, Camp Kemoki.
Hi everyone, it's Jill Hodgins, Executive Director at Camp Kemoki. As I work from home, washing my hands and practicing physical distancing, my thoughts have turned to the churches in the Camp Kemoki community. Usually at this time of year, I'm busy preparing a message to deliver to one of our churches on Sunday morning. With it being Camping Sunday, it's always a joy to go into a congregation and talk about the camp. But this year, things are very different. Nonetheless, I wanted to reach out and let you know that we were thinking of you and wanted to show our gratitude for all your support and let you know a little bit about what's happening at the camp these days. This year, there is a lot of uncertainty about what the future will hold. As we try to understand the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on our community, there is the reality that summer may look very different this year, especially at camp. As of now, my summer camp team is planning for our regular camp program, but we are all aware that we may need to adapt to the needs of the overall public's health. Like many of you, I am feeling the void created by the isolation that these times demand. I miss the face-to-face interactions with the amazing people connected with the camp. The volunteers, youth, churches, and community members are all in my thoughts, and daily Zoom calls are just not the same. I am strongly invested in the values, growth, and adventure that our United Church summer camps offer. And I think those of you who have been to camp or know someone who has would agree that summer camp is a magical place. A place where youth can feel safe to express their true identities, to connect with themselves, others, and the natural world, to create lasting memories and lifelong friendships, and to challenge themselves to try new things and grow as individuals and leaders. Camp Kemoki truly is such a place, and has been for the past 60 years. As we strive to follow the camp's mission and cultivate an inclusive community open to all ages and circumstances, where opportunities are provided for personal and spiritual growth and development within a camping environment, we struggle how to do this in the world we are currently living in. In order to achieve the board's vision of building an engaging community today and inspiring personal growth for a better tomorrow, we need to rethink how to engage and serve our community in whatever form the new normal takes. The most important thing is that we continue to connect with as many youth and community members as possible, creating a safe space for them to explore and discover new things about themselves and others, and challenge them to grow as individuals and leaders. Connect, create, challenge.
In 2019, we welcomed over 550 overnight summer campers to Camp Chemo Key. This included 38 fully sponsored campers from the First Nations community as part of our Canadian Heritage Week program. 16 families came to our family camp weekend. 20 participants with special needs were offered one-to-one support through our Inclusion at Camp program, and 34 campers were sponsored by community agencies like ELUCO. 27 young people participated in our counselor or leader in training programs, along with the 45 teens and young adults that were hired as staff members and led the summer camp program. Other connections included community organizations like Optimist Clubs, churches, First Nations and queer community leaders, Girl Guides of Canada, and of course the countless number of individual volunteers and donors who support the camp with their gifts. We hope to have similar numbers this summer and are excited about the 2020 season as we celebrate Camp Chemo Key's 60th year of service and stewardship to the Antler River watershed region of the United Church of Canada and the communities within it. We are planning for the future and continuing upgrades and improvements necessary to keep the camp safe, meet regulations, and ensure sustainability of the property and the camp programs. Through our capital campaign, Revitalize Chemo Key, we have spent the past 2 years reaching out to community members, asking them to join us to invest in the future of the camp and our mission to build tomorrow together. The challenge to raise $1.5 million over 3 years has been taken up. At this point, as we enter into our 3rd year of the Revitalize campaign, your gifts have made a tremendous impact, and we are just over 2/3 of the way to our goal. Many of you have donated to this campaign or participated in fundraising events, and you've already made a difference. The funds raised have been divided into 2 priorities: endowment and capital. Your donations to the capital fund have been used for our new utility building, which opened in 2019. It replaces 4 older structures and houses our pump house, maintenance shed, laundry, showers, washrooms, and a fully accessible bathroom and shower. A cedar post fence has been built along the ravine, and designs have been made to update the craft lodge, improve the use of space there, and also put new windows and doors in the craft lodge and dining hall. The endowment fund is more about future sustainability of the camp and will generate over $20,000 annually to go towards camper subsidies, maintenance, repair, and new programs. Beyond the scope of the upgrades that your donation to the Revitalize campaign have provided, we have been making other improvements to the camp and its programs. We recently launched a new website. Programs are being updated with new materials, developing outcome-based activities, and implementing a camper-based program structure. Additionally, our leadership development focus is being increased. Food services upgrades are being developed, and sanitation procedures are being revamped. As we go through all these changes, we are committed to making the camp as safe as possible for our campers and constantly evaluating our choices with this in mind. These plans are all based on the assumption that camp will proceed as normal, but we have to accept that things at Camp Chemo Key may run somewhat differently this year. I remain firm in my beliefs that camp is vital to the United Church community, and outdoor ministries are where faith formation begins for many young people. That is why we are looking at many scenarios in which we can leverage technology and adapt our program to connect with as many youth as possible. We also want to remain engaged with our volunteers, our donors, and our supporters. The reason for all this, above all else, is because Camp Chemo Key creates a space where connections are made, for people to join together, to create, share, learn, and be challenged. For community organizations to collaborate on projects and outreach. For campers to connect with nature and friends and be inspired to be their best self. This sort of space, a place of connection, is even more important now as we go through this time of restriction. It is essential to frame how we will interact with each other and the world around us in the future. Camp Chemo Key will be ready for our camp family and the community as soon as we can safely have you on site. In the meantime, I encourage you to connect with us virtually through email or a phone call. If there is something we can do to support you, just as you have supported the camp, please let us know.
I look forward to having you all join us at Camp Chemo Key to celebrate our community, our mission, and our 60th anniversary. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.
That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love to everyone. You want to pass it on.
Join me in the prayers of the people. Creator, wonder of our natural world, today we offer a prayer of thanksgiving for all blessings revealed to us through camping and outdoor ministries, for the gifts of your good creation, for forests and fields, for beaches, streams, and lakes, for wind and rain, for hot sun and glorious shade, for sunrises and sunsets. We give you thanks, O God. For your gift of time and cycle of nature, for outdoor worships to reflect on and feel your presence near us. For rest and recreation, we give you thanks, O God. For the dedication of countless people who have supported this ministry with time and talent, the builders, the counselors, instructors, for the gifts of all who create and maintain an environment of faithfulness and healing. Through their example at camp, we give thanks to you, O God. For the blessings you make known to us through the finding of new friends, for the accomplishments, the quests, the discoveries, for the friendships, the music, the campfires and fun, for the stories shared, we give you thanks, O God. Bless, O God, the ministry of camps and retreat centers where we grow together in faith, in love, in Christ's name. Amen.
Camping is such a blessing, and there are so many ways to be blessed and to share that blessing. I want to take this opportunity to thank you again for your continued efforts to share in the mission and the ministry of First St. Andrew's United Church and through camp at Camp Kimoki by continuing to share your financial donations through your PAR, through your envelope givings that you've been mailing to 350 Queens, or by finding the donate button on the FSA website. Camping is one way that God offers to us the incredible gift of being out in nature to learn and be part of co-creators in this journey of life and this mission of justice. And so as we conclude our time of worship, I want you to remember the impactful times that you have had in creation and with creation. And as global stewards, might we continue to be blessed and to be a blessing. And so as we go from this time, united in spirit and in hope, may we also be united in joy, because I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.